You don't remember anything.
आप कहां से आए हो?
Where you have come from? Do you remember this? Tulsidas ji writes in Ramcharitmanas.
ये शरीर छोड़ने जो हम अभी जो शरीर में जाए, इससे पहले मैंने क्या था?
Tulsidas ji writes in Ramcharitmanas that how can we know what I was in my previous life? How can we know?
आपकी स्वभाव,
According to your action, according to your consciousness, you can know what you was in your previous life, whether you came from the heaven or hell.
आप स्वर्ग से आए कि नरक से
Whether you
आए?
came from Swarga, heaven or hell. By your action and by your consciousness, you can find
देखो,
out.
नरक से आने वाले जीवों की
Those jivas who come from the hell
अनेकों पाप कर्म किया,
because they did so many sinful activities and they went to the hell,
उसे कष्ट हुआ।
they got
नरक से
punishment
आने वाले
there.
जीवों की लक्षण क्या है?
How can we know this jiva came from hell?
पाप तो भोगेगा, नरक जब
He got his
भोग
punishment.
के बाद भगवान
After
के
getting his punishment again, he came back to this material world. But how can you find out? What are their symptoms? Their symptoms is that they are tamoguni. They are totally ignorant. They always like to drink alcohol. They like to take non-veg, and their actions are very bad. They are very angry, very cruel with everyone. That person has so many tamoguns. Tulsidas ji is writing about all the symptoms in Ramcharitmanas. And how can you find out that this person has come from the heaven, Swarga? In your past, previous life, you did good activities, and because of the result of your good action, you went to Swargalok, and after you came back to this material world. How can you find out? Krishna says in Bhagavad-gita.
क्षीणे पुण्य मर्तोलोकम विसन्ति। जो लोग पुण्य आदि किया,
Those who have performed pious activities.
पिछले जन्म में आपने पुण्य किया,
Maybe in your previous life you did so many good activities, and because of the result of the good activities you went to the Swarga, you enjoy there, and when your time was finished you again came back to this material world.
देखो आप लोग जन्मपत्री में देखना, उसमें
You see, in Janampatri means the birth chart, it's written
देवगण,
Devgan, Rakshasgan, Manushyagan. Oh, this person, this human was born with the according to the time of the demigod, demon time, or the human time. All these things are written in the astrological chart. When the baby is born in India, so the astrologer, he checks his palm and he calculates his palm lines with the time, day. So when the baby, so sometimes there is so much fight between husband and wife. Why is it so? Because maybe their nature is different. The woman can be demigod. She was born in the time of demigod, and the man, he belonged to the time of demon. So demons and demigods, they can never be friends, never be. So all these things are mentioned in the astrological chart. All these details are mentioned. So it's depend on the swabhav, it depends on the nature. Krishna says in Gita that these four ashram I have created, these four nature I have created. According to the people's nature, according to their nature, I have made this division. Those who are, there are three kinds of moods, sattvic, rajasic and tamasic. So whether we find out if we have come from Narka, hell, we can find out. But all the swabhav, all the nature can be changed only through the sadhu sangha. Your swabhav, your nature can be changed only through the sadhu sangha.
भरत महाराज पूर्व जन्म के स्मरण रखा।
So Bharat Maharaj, he had some memory from his previous life. Oh, in my previous life, I was king.
मैंने जंगल में गई भजन करने के लिए।
I wanted to do bhajan, but I got attachment with one deer, and because of that, in this life, I have got deer body.
और हिरण जन्म में लेकर के जहाँ जहाँ पर संत महात्मा रहते थे।
So even though he had deer body, but in this life, whenever he saw any sadhu, he was going nearby sadhu, just standing nearby them.
और केवल रोते थे, कुछ
And he would only cry
महात्मा क्या बोल रहे कुछ समझ में नहीं आता था।
because he was unable to understand what sadhus were speaking. He was unable to understand. Whenever he just kept standing nearby. Whenever he saw any sadhu is there, he just kept standing nearby sadhu and he would cry there because he was unable to understand any Hari Katha, and he would think, oh, fie on me, fie on me. I have wasted two lives. One, the first life was Kshatriya life, and this life I have got animal body. My two lives are wasted. There, you can perform bhajan only in the human life. Oh, I had gotten human life, but I had wasted. So Bharat Maharaj, even though he took birth as deer, but he remembered everything from his previous life. So one day, at the time of at the last time of his life, that deer gave up his body on the bank of river. And then next life he took birth as a Brahman, and he got named Jad Bharat. So he still remember the memories from his past two lives. That my two lives have been wasted. I was king, I became deer, and now again I got human life. Because he remembered everything from his past two lives, so since his childhood he was very quiet, serious, he would not speak with anyone, and his whole family was thinking he is stupid, he has no intelligence, he doesn't speak. But he was Mahabhagavat. Within his mind he was always meditating upon Bhagwan. In this world, to whom we give respect? Those who are intelligent, those who are wealthy. If the children are getting good marks, parents are happy. If children have got very nice job with good salary, the parents are happy. But if a child doesn't do any work, then parents will say, "Oh Maharaj, you can take this child and keep in the temple." But the other child who is earning so nice money and who is bringing so many gifts for the parents will say, "Oh this son is good." Sometimes I go to the Grihast people home and they have two children. Then I say, "Hey, give any one children to us. We will keep him in temple. We will make him devotee." Then people say, Maharaj, take my younger child because he is useless. He does not go to the school. He doesn't study nicely. My elder son, he is studying very nicely. He always get good marks. So in this world, people will love you if you are completing their selfish motives, their personal motives. Jad Bharat Maharaj, purposely, he was not speaking with anyone. He always kept silent, and within his mind, he was thinking of Bhagwan. So the whole family said, "Oh, he's stupid. He's totally stupid. He's useless." They would not give him anything to eat because he was not earning money. He will just waste food. If we give him food, he will just eat. But Jad Bharat Maharaj, he would sit at one place whole day without speaking to anyone. So, what they were giving him to eat, that
Bharat
that dry grass which the buffaloes were eating, they were giving him that to eat. So Bharat Maharaj, he never complained. With his mind, he was always thinking of Bhagwan. So the family were thinking he is totally useless. He just eat and go to the bathroom. So better we should send him to the fields, to the farm, because there we are growing our food. So at least he can keep eyes and he can protect our field. So the animals cannot eat, the birds can't come there and spoil our fields.
भरत महाराज जड़ भरत के परिवार के लोग उनको पकड़ करके एक खेती में जाकर के
So the family finally decided that we should send him to the field and let him just be there, because he was Bhagavat. He was not expecting anything from anyone. If anyone would give him food, he would accept. If nobody was speaking or giving food to him, he was not worried. Some dacoits, Kali Mata. So they were worshipping Kali Mata, Kali Devi, the Sarup of Kali Devi. So they were worshipping that Kali Devi. So they thought, today we will offer a life to Devi. So Devi will be happy and she will bestow her mercy upon us. With this thinking, they went out and they start looking for any person that, so we can kill that person and offer the life to Devi. So they found out Bharat Maharaj. They saw, oh, this boy is very young and healthy. So they caught Jad Bharat Maharaj. Jad Bharat Maharaj, he didn't say even a word. He was Uttam Mahabhagavat, he remained calm. So they took him in the middle of jungle and presented him in the front of Devi Kali, and they offer him so many dishes, so many foodstuffs, sweets. They put one red cloth around his neck. So they were preparing to kill him. So the leader of dacoits, he started chanting mantras, and in the last mantra he has to cut the neck of Jad Bharat Maharaj with the sword. When he was about to cut the neck of Jad Bharat Maharaj, so he took the position and he was about to cut the neck of Jad Bharat Maharaj, but Jad Bharat Maharaj, he didn't protest. His mind was absorbed in the thinking of Bhagwan. So when that leader of dacoit, he was chanting the last mantra and he raised the sword and he was about to cut the head of Bharat Maharaj, immediately a horrible, terrified sound came, just like the thunderbolt. That sound appeared, so everything starts shaken, like the earthquake come. Immediately, so Devi Kali, she appeared there, and she was super angry, and the person who was going to cut the head of Jad Bharat Maharaj, she took the sword from his hand and she held the sword and started cutting everyone, and she killed everyone, cut them into small pieces. जिसमें कहा जाए भद्रकाली, बोलो भद्रकाली की। देवी काली ने सारी डकैतों के सिर को अलग कर दिया. So she cut them and killed all of them, and with her folded hand she offered prayers to Bharat Maharaj, and he said, "Oh Mahabhagavat Bharat Maharaj,
ये डकैतों ने
These
आपको
decades,
पहचाना ही नहीं
they couldn't recognize you.
है। आप महाभागवत
You are
देखो,
Mahabhagavad.
देवता में ज्ञान कैसा है।
Demigods, they know everything.
तो अब देवी
Then Devi, with her folded hands, she offered her obeisances
उठाया
and she asked Bharat Maharaj to stand up, just like the mother when the baby is sitting down on the floor. So Bhadrakali, here she is lifting Bharat Maharaj, just like the mother, she lifts her son, and she made Bharat Maharaj to sit on her lap, and she start asking forgiveness from Bharat Maharaj.
इसके पश्चात
After that,
देवी भद्रकाली
Bhadrakali,
भरत महाराज के लेकर के पुनः उस स्थान पर बैठा दिया जहाँ पर भरत महाराज जिस जमीन पर जिस ऊपर तकिया पर बैठे हुए थे वह बैठा।
after that Devi, she again made, she made sit Bharat Maharaj on one asan.
उस देश के राजा रघु जा रहे थे।
So one day what happened that there was the king of that country, Maharaja Raghu, he was going to Kapil Dev to hear Harikatha from him. In old times, even the kings, they were hearing Harikatha from Sadhu, and they would go to Sadhu on daily. So Raghu, Raja, the king, he was sitting on palanquin. He was sitting on palanquin.
सामने दो कहार और पीछे दो कहार।
So two people were carrying him from front, and two people were carrying him from back
चलते
side.
चलते
So what happened? Meanwhile, while they were walking,
बुखार आ गया बट
one person, he got fever and he was unable to lift up the palanquin anymore.
हमारी ये कहार जो है पालकी धोने वाला
And he said that, so one soldier, he informed to the king, Maharaj, one of our servant, he got sick, he is unable to carry you anymore. Then the king said, oh, it's okay, find out if we can get any other person. So, but it was evening time, they were unable to find anyone. The king ordered, okay, go out and find, if any person you find, bring him here, tell him it is my order, that king is calling you. So there they saw a young boy is sitting in the middle of field, and he was Bharat Maharaj, Jad Bharat Maharaj. He said, hey young boy, come, our king is calling you, he needs you. Bharat Maharaj, he stood up, he didn't say anything, he didn't protest. Mahabhagavat are like this, because they know Bhagavan is always protecting us, and their conscious is always absorbed in Bhagavan. So they brought him to the king. King, he saw, Raghu king, he saw, oh, this boy is very young and healthy. He's beautiful. Hey, young boy. So I want you to carry my palki on your shoulder. And Bharat Maharaj, he held palki from one side. Even though Jada Maharaj is Uttam Mahabhagavat, but here he is working like a servant of the king. When he starts walking, he noticed, because he was Uttam Bhagavat, na? So he was noting, he noticed down, and Uttam Mahabhagavat, they always think that, oh, they always see Krishna is living inside the heart of everyone. They can clearly see Krishna everywhere, in every living entity. That every living entity are connected with Bhagavan. They are not separate from Bhagavan. So Jad Bharat, Maharaj, he saw there were many ants. Then he thought, oh, I should not kill any ant. So what he do? He start walking like he start jumping little bit. One feet he put on the left side, other feet he put on the right side. So in this way, the palanquin became imbalanced, and the king he also got his body became imbalanced, and he say, hey, who is doing this? Just like you sit in the car, and when the road is not good, the car will jump, the car will shake, and our body will also shake, and we will get pain in our backbone. Sometimes the roof of car hit our head. In the same way, Jad Bharat Maharaj, his palki start shaking, his palki start moving so much, and he said, hey, who is doing this? Why are you carrying me like this? Can't you walk straight? The other three soldiers says, Maharaj, this is not our fault. This new person, he doesn't know how to walk straight forward. Because of him, we are also going here and there. He is the one who is shaking the palki. At that time, Raghu king, he spoke sarcastically. Oh, looks like you have not eaten properly. Because Jad Bharat Maharaj, he was healthy, his body was strong, and but here king was speaking sarcastically. King was insulting him. Yeah, looks like you have not eaten anything for last few days. That's why you are weak, so you are falling here and there. Give him some food. He is very skinny. But Jad Bharat Maharaj, he didn't answer. He didn't say anything. Again the king said, hey, listen, you don't know me. I am the king. I will punish you. So carry me out properly, otherwise I will punish you. In this way, the Raghu king, he kept insulting Jad Bharat Maharaj. But Jad Bharat Maharaj, he didn't say even a word, because he was Mahabhagavat. But today, first time he is opening his lips. When the king kept insulting Jad Bharat Maharaj, the first time in his life, first time today, Jad Bharat Maharaj is going to speak. He said, O king, listen, who is skinny, who is fatty, who is king, who is citizen, who is giving punishment, who is taking punishment. When the king heard such words from the mouth of Jad Bharat, he said, hey, stop here. He started thinking, I was going to hear Harikatha. Who lives inside this body? Male? Am I male or female? This body is always changing. Sometimes this body becomes fat, sometimes this body becomes skinny. If you eat healthy food, your body will get fatty. If you don't eat properly, your body will be skinny. When you get any disease, your body also gets skinny. Sometimes some people, they have imbalance, they have very imbalanced hormones. Even they eat less, still they get fatty. So who is fatty, who is skinny? Who is the king? Am I king? This is only just
जब कोई
false
राजा
designation.
अपने सिंहासन पर रहते हैं, सब उसके लोग सम्मान करते हैं.
When the king sits on the chariot, then everyone respect him. Just like the president or prime minister or chief minister, as long as they are in the power, everyone respect them.
कोई नहीं बोला.
But as soon as they give up the position or the power
अपने
leave,
शासन
when power is taken back from their hand, then nobody wants to speak with them. Nobody gives them attention.
रहता है.
They lose all the power.
राजा इसी कथा सुनने के लिए जा रहे हैं.
So king thought, this is what I was going to hear.
ये शरीर क्या है? ये शरीर मैं हूँ.
What is this body?
और आत्मा हूँ.
Am I this body or am I the soul living inside this body? I was going to hear this Harikatha, but same words Jad Bharat Maharaja is telling him.
संसार के जीव शरीर को आत्मा समझ लेते हैं.
People in this material world, they think I am this body, but we are not this body. Body and soul both are very different things from each other.
एक दिन एक शरीर नष्ट हो जाएगा.
One day this gross body will be finished, but the Shariri means Atma will never finish.
घर के जो रहते हैं उसे क्या कहा जाता है? गृही कहा जाता है. ये गृह है.
So there are two words in Hindi, Griha and Grihi. Griha means house and Grihi means the person who is living inside the house, means owner. So house is different and the owner is different from house. Even though owner is living inside the house, but he is not the house. Both are different.
ठीक उसी प्रकार
In the same way, this body, there is a body and there is a soul. Both are very different from each other. But people in this material world, they think, oh, body is the soul. They think opposite way, but both things are very different.
हर जन्म में हम इस शरीर को छोड़ देते हैं.
In every life, we have to give up this body because there is a procedure when you take birth, you grow up, you become young, you come in middle age, then old age comes, then you die, and you have to give up this body.
धीरे-धीरे बड़े हो जाता है, शरीर बढ़ता रहता है. 14, 15, 16 साल, 20 साल हो जाता है.
When
फिर जुबान
those baby who are taking birth today, after 14, 15 years, they will be young, and then after young age, the middle age comes, they become 50 years old. After 50 years old, hair becomes grey,
क्या लगाते हैं?
die,
क्या लगाते हो आप लोग?
die.
क्या करें? कलर लगाते हैं.
Color.
कुछ भी करें.
So whether you can do color, you can put color on your hair, but
घंटी यहाँ पर लग जाता है सबके.
so the first
ये पहले कहाँ पर होता है सबके?
so first alarm is that when the hair start becoming gray nearby the area of your ear. Oh, your time has come. So when the train is coming in the station, the announcement is there. They ring the bell. Oh, train is about to come. So
आता ही नहीं आता. घंटी बजता रहता है.
So they make the announcement, they ring the bell. In the same way, when old age comes, so the first grey hair will come nearby our ear.
और जब पूरा सफेद हो जाता है क्या करते हैं? कुछ करते. जितने भी आप ब्यूटी पार्लर में जाओ, कुछ भी करो.
You can go to the beauty parlor, but you can never stop your old age. You can never stop your old age. Once I went to the Western country along with Gurudev, I remember. There was a lady around 75 years or 80 years old. She came to Gurudev. Gurudev, he was very simple. He said that how old are you? Gurudev asked. That woman said, I am Maharaj, I am like 75 years old.
किंतु देखो इतने सुंदर बाल को जो है
But
वो
Gurudev, he saw she had very beautiful curly hair gel. She applied dye, and she had so many cosmetic creams, makeup on her face. Gurudev was very simple. Gurudev said, "Oh, you have old age. Your old age is coming soon. You should do your bhajan. You should do bhajan."
क्या कहेंगे? ये देखो भगवान के भजन करो।
You should do bhajan of Bhagwan. Now you have become 75 years old. You never know when you will die.
मनुष्य की आयु कितना होता है?
In Kali Yuga, maximum to maximum, you can live 100 years. Very rare.
के बाद तो उसकी बुढ़ापा आ जाता है।
Even after 40 years, people are dying. People they start becoming weak once they cross 50 years old. And after 60 years, this body becomes burden.
लेकिन जो गाड़ी धक्का देगा
Just like some car, when the car is not starting, so people are pushing the car from behind. And 4 and 5 people, they are always pushing the car from behind. And they are just trying to start the car. So in the same way, when you cross 60 years of age in this body, then body doesn't work, doesn't function properly.
पेट में हजम नहीं होता
Sometimes your digestion power doesn't work. You can't digest properly. You lose your teeth.
आंख दिखाई नहीं पड़ता है
Your vision gets faded.
अपने जुबान को दुल्लू का लुक
But we always want to remain young. Hey, I'm not old. I'm not getting old. Is there anyone who wants to be old? So this is Kali Yuga. Everyone wants to look young. Oh, I am still young. So Gurudev was very simple. Gurudev says, "Oh, you are 75 years old. Now you are old. You should do bhajan. For how many years you will live in this world? As soon as." So Gurudev said, "Oh, you have become old. Budi means old woman." She became very angry as soon as she heard. I was there. I saw. Her face expression was changed. She became angry. She didn't say anything in front of Gurudev, and she came outside and became very angry, and she shouted, "Old woman, me? How dare he's calling me old woman?" Arey, she came to Gurudev to take mantra, but she became very angry. She said, "This sadhu is not good. He has no intelligence. He's calling me old woman. I'm young." And she starts speaking bad things to Gurudev and left that place. Gurudev just said only one word, that you are 75 years old. Now you're old woman, you should do bhajan. So people in this material world, if you speak truth to them, they will beat you. If you lie to them, tell them, "Oh, you're so beautiful," they will give you garland. But Gurudev, he was very simple. He just spoke the truth. Arey, the person who is 50 years old, 80 years old, 75 years old, what you will tell him? You will tell him that you are old person. Once you cross 50 years, you are old person. But she becomes very angry. She didn't accept mantra from Gurudev, and she left that place, and she kept criticizing Gurudev, kept speaking bad for Gurudev. So the world is very strange. People are here very strange.
छोटा बालक के साथ खेलते रहते हैं बालक ताबूत पिला सकते
Small children, they are busy in playing different games. Young boys, young girls, they are busy in having affair with the opposite sex. This is the material world, and when the old age comes, old people they get so much attachment with this body, because in old age this body gives you so much pain. But who is worshipping Bhagwan? In old age you cannot do bhajan. Whatever you do, you can never do bhajan.
ये इसी कथा को हम सुनने के लिए जा रहे हैं कपिल देव के पास।
So the Raghu king thought, this is what I was going to
आत्मा
hear
मित्र होता है कि जुआ होता
from
है।
sadhu about Atma Tattva. Atma never gets old. Atma
देखो
never
भरत
dies.
महाराज
So Bharat Maharaj
उस समय
at that time,
रघुगर राजन भरत महाराज के चरण पकड़ के रोए।
Raghukul Rajan, the king Raghu, he fell in the feet of Jad Bharat and he says, "Oh Maharaj, oh Jad Bharat, oh Sadhu, please forgive me. I couldn't understand you. I couldn't realize who you are. And I ask you to serve me. Please forgive me. I have committed offense to
आत्मा
you.
के बारे में हम श्रवण
You made me to hear about Atma, about soul."
उस समय भरत महाराज जड़ भरत कहने लगे ये रघुगर
At
राजन,
that, at O Raghu Maharaj,
विद्या बुद्धि पांडित्य
this Atma Tattva one cannot understand by his intelligence, one cannot understand by money.
एक श्लोक का
So Bharat Maharaj, he narrated one shloka.
रघुगणै तत्तपसा न जाति न चिज्या निर्वापना बृहद्वा न छन्दसा नैव जलाग्नि सूर्यै विना महतो पदरोजक अभिषेकम्। रघुगणै तत्तपसा न जाति न चिज्या न निर्वापना बृहद्वा। हे रघुगण राजन सुनिए।
Oh Raghuval Rajan, listen about the soul.
आत्मा के बारे में जानना चाहते हैं, भगवान के बारे में
Those who want to know about Atma Tattva, those who want to know about Bhagwan, then you should only go to Uttama Bhagavat and take their shelter. Just like we do Abhishek of Thakurji, what do we use in Abhisheka? 5 ingredients needed.
पांच प्रकार की सामग्री मिलाते हैं, दही,
You need yogurt,
दही, दुग्ध,
milk,
घी तक,
ghee,
घी और चीनी,
sugar
शहद
and honey.
ये पांचों वस्तु के द्वारा जैसे ठाकुर जी
So just like we do Abhishek of Krishna with these 5 things, we bath Krishna with these 5 things.
ठीक उसी प्रकार
In the same way,
चरण में अपने को अभिषेक करना।
in the same way, you should totally surrender yourself unto the lotus feet of Mahatma Sadhu.
तपस्या के द्वारा संभव नहीं है।
It's not possible to know about Atma Tattva. It's not possible to know about Atma Tattva by performing any kind of austerity. No.
पूजा आदि पाठ आदि के द्वारा
If you think, oh, I will read all the Vedas and I will study by myself and know about this Atma Tattva, it's not possible.
रावण भी कम नहीं थे।
Ravan, he was very knowledgeable, he was super intelligent, he was Brahman. But look,
किसमें आ जाता है?
his name comes in the category of demon.
वेद पढ़ने भी नहीं होगा। ये कहते हैं प्रभु को नहीं तत्वपसा न जाचे न चेत निर्वाप न विद्या। अगर संसार के छोड़ करके सन्यास लेकर भी चल जाए वो भी समझ नहीं पाएंगे। कैसे समझ पाएंगे हम भगवान को? निर्वाप न जवाब न निर्वाप न निर्वाप न छंदसा न जलाग्नि सूर्य जलाग्नि सूर्य सूर्य अथवा अग्निदेव के निकट हम स्तुति करें।
So even if
अथवा
we
सूर्य देवता
offer
को कभी दूर करें ना,
even if we offer prayer to
सूर्य
sun
देवता
god,
के लिए भी हम पानी भी डालें।
even if we just like some people they are offering water to the sun god early in the morning to attain peace and happiness. If your planets are creating trouble for you, then the astrologer will say, give water to the sun early in the morning, offer him water, offer water to the sun. So people, they wake up early in the morning, they take bath and they offer water to the sun when the sun is rising. So Jad Bharat Maharaj is saying, you can never know about Atma Tattva by doing all these things.
बिना महतो पदरोजो को अभिषेकम महतो के व्यक्ति महान व्यक्ति के चरण रेणु के द्वारा
You can know about Atma Tattva only when you get the mercy of Mahat, means sadhus lotus feet dust. When you get their mercy, only then you can know about this Atma Tattva. So this is very important shloka from Bhagavatam.
बिना महत्व पदरजो भरत महाराज आज पहली बार
First time Bharat Maharaj is speaking to Raghukul Raja. Actually, don't think that he just spoke to Raghukul Raja. He is giving instruction to all of us, to everyone, that you should do bhajan. How you should do bhajan? That offer yourself unto the lotus feet of Mahatma, means Mahatma Sadhu. When you attain their mercy, then bhajan will appear inside your heart. Automatically it will go. You don't have to do anything. The result which you even cannot get after performing austerity for thousands and lakhs life, very easily you can get higher result when you offer yourself unto the lotus feet of Mahatma. Yasse deve parabhakti. It's said in the Upanishad. So parabhakti will come. Just like the amount of devotion, the percentage of devotion, just like you have so much faith in Bhagwan, in the same way when you develop so much Shraddha in Gurudev, then all the tattvas, all the transcendental topics will appear inside your heart. You should think, oh, my Gurudev is Bhagavad Sarup, because Bhakti Devi appears inside our heart by the mercy of Gurudev. So Bhagwan himself says, Acharya Mam Vijanayat, that think Acharya is not different from me. Gurudev is respectable as me. Don't think Acharya is separate from me. Acharya is my other Sarupa. My all qualities are present in Acharya. Never disobey them, never disrespect them. Think that Acharya is my Sarupa. Many people, they are doing bhajan and sadhan for many years, but they are not getting bhakti. Okay, leave them, those who are atheists. Atheists, they never believe. They are totally pretender. Many people, they have faith in Bhagwan, they are doing bhajan, but still they can't get Bhagwan. Why? Because they have faith in Bhagwan, they worship Bhagwan, but those who are the dear and near of Bhagwan, means Guru, they don't give respect to Guru Vaishnava. Therefore, their bhakti never gets completed. They never get perfection. That give respect to Gurudev. One who doesn't give respect to Guru, Krishna doesn't care about that person. Krishna will never look at that person. So if Guru and Krishna are standing together, to whom you will offer pranam first? Speak loudly. Because Gurudev is the one who will give me Bhagwan. Therefore we speak of pranam mantra.
चक्षुर्मैतैजेन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुदेव ही हमें दर्शन कराते हैं।
Only Gurudev will make us qualified to see
इसलिए जब
Krishna.
तक हमारे गुरुदेव के प्रति कृति नहीं हो रहा है,
Unless
तो
we
दीक्षा गुरु और शिक्षा गुरु,
unless we develop love for Diksha Guru and Shiksha Guru, we can never
इसलिए
get
कहते हैं,
bhakti.
जन्म जन्म मुनि जतन कराई, अंत काल राम नाम अबुत ना आए। तुलसीदास जी रामचरित मानस में कहते हैं, जन्म जन्म मुनि जतन कराई। एक जन्म नहीं, यानी कितने जन्म।
Tulsidas ji is saying in Ramcharitmanas,
जतन कराई,
"Oh, my Gurudev
कितने जतन
is
कर रहे हैं।
teaching me
किंतु
life
देखो,
after
अंत
life."
काल में मृत्यु के समय राम नाम नहीं आया। क्यों? कारण एक ही है। भगवान भी तो मान लेते हैं।
Oh, Shastras are saying, Tulsidas ji is saying, oh, Shastras are saying, many people are there following spiritual life, they are doing spiritual activities, but at the time of death, they are unable to speak Krishna's name. Why? Because they have not taken the shelter of Gurudev.
आराधना में श्रेष्ठ आराधना किसको हम आराधना करें?
Shivji ji is saying to Parvati ji that among all the worships, Vishnu, worshipping Lord Vishnu is the greatest, topmost.
किंतु देखो शिव जी एक विष्णु की कृपा, भगवान की कृपा प्राप्ति करने के लिए पहले क्या करना पड़ेगा?
But if you want to get Vishnu Kripa, Bhagwan Kripa, you have to serve those who are near and dear to Bhagwan. Tadiyanam Samarchanam. Those who are his eternal associates, you have to respect them first.
भगवान के सबसे निकटतम जन कौन है?
Who is more dear and near to Bhagwan? Gurupad Padma.
गुरु छाड़ी गोविंद भजे, सही पापी नरक के अंदर।
Anyone who gives up Guru and try to worship Govinda, such people, they go to hell, they fall in the hell. So
गुरु के निंदा करने वाले जो है,
those who criticize Guru,
उन्हीं को जन्म साथ
for many lives he will have to burn in the hell. So not even by mistake, never criticize Guru, never speak bad about Guru. Therefore it's mentioned in the Shastra, anyone who criticizes Guru, never look at his face.
वो महापापी है।
He is the most sinful person.
देकर के सुधार देते हैं।
The one who is
गुरु के निंदा करने वाले, वैष्णव के निंदा
the one
करने
who
वाले,
is sinful person, he can get mercy of Krishna in the future, he has hope. But one who criticizes Guru, he will never have hope to get the mercy of Bhagwan.
भगवान में किसी ने जस्स देवे पराभक्ति, जथा देवे तथा गुरु, तसी देख देगा जता प्रकाशन्ते महात्मनः। भगवान में तुम्हारे जैसे पराभक्ति,
Just like you have very strong faith in Bhagwan, you have so much devotion in Bhagwan, in the same way you should have bhakti in Guru, or let me correct, you should have more bhakti in Gurudev.
की कथा
The story of Amrish Maharaj we will hear tomorrow.
स्वयं भगवान कहने लगे।
Bhagwan himself is saying,
दुर्वासा ऋषि
O Durvasa Rishi,
विष्णु के पास गए।
Durvasa Rishi, he went to Vishnu. Oh Vishnu ji, please protect me from this Sudarshan Chakra. And Vishnu says that sadhus are my hurt.
गुरु मेरा हृदय स्वरूप है,
Guru is
साधु
my
मेरा हृदय
hurt. Sadhu is my hurt.
स्वरूप है, मैं कैसे रक्षा
How can I protect you
जाओ,
from Sudarshan?
जिसके चरण में तुम्हारा अपराध हो
Go
गया,
to the same person that you have committed offense. Only if he wants, if he can protect you. When he forgives you, then Sudarshan will not kill you.
सत्य साधन कोई बड़ी भक्ति स्वरूप बता। शास्त्र में लिखा है, अनेक जन्म साधन
It's
करने
said in the
पर भी
Shastra, if a
कोई भक्ति
person follow the path of bhakti, life after life, there is no surety that Hari Bhakti will appear in your heart. There is no surety. That's why it is called Sudurlabha. Sudurlabha means very rare. Not rare, very rare. So it's very rare to attend bhakti. Some people, they follow the path of Gyan, they can attend liberation, they can go to the heaven, Swarga, but even you follow sadhan for thousand and thousand life, there is no surety you will get Hari Bhakti, because it is so durlabha, very rare. Why? Unless you develop strong nishtha towards Gurudev. Just give one life to Gurudev, keep nishtha, develop strong nishtha for Gurudev. So there is a kirtan called Lagan Lagai Guru Ke Charan. Oh, I have developed love and affection for the feet of Gurudev. Gurudev feet are my life and soul. Tameva Mata, Tameva Pita. Oh Gurudev, you are mother, you are father, you are my friend, you are my family, you are my relative.